Hello students, welcome to Archana Miss lecture. Students, today we will be learning 9th standard English and the poem. The name of the poem is Have You Ever Seen? Written by Anonymous. Anonymous means the poet name is not been revealed, so the word anonymous is used. So let's begin the poem. Have you ever seen a sheet on a riverbed or a single hair from a hammer's head? Has the foot of a mountain any toes? And is there a pair of garden hose? Does the needle ever wink its eye? Why doesn't the wing of a building fly? Can you tickle the leaves of a parasol or open the trunk of a tree at all? Are the teeth of a rag ever going to bite? Have the hands of a clock any left or right? Can the garden plot be deep and dark? And what is the sound of the bird's bark? So, students, in last, it is given anonymous because the name of the poet is not disclosed over here. So, the word anonymous has mentioned. Let's see the 9-wise explanation of the poem. Have you ever seen a sheet on a riverbed? Students, this poem is very humorous because each words in this poem disclosed several meaning which shows the humorous way of thinking. So the poet beautifully describes, and he used one word, a bed, river bed, head, toes, hose, beautifully to present the humorous things in the poem. So let's see the poem. Have you ever seen a sheet on a river bed? Student, sheet or river bed. We use sheet. Sheet here indicates the bed sheet. A river bed is the bed where river flows. So we use sheet, bed sheet, to cover the bed at home. So the poet is asking that have you ever seen, आपने कभी देखा है कि जो रिवर बेड है, वेयर द रिवर फ्लोज, वहाँ पर बेडशीट लगा हुआ है, एज यू यूज बेडशीट एट होम टू कवर द बेड. Isn't humorous this line? So the poet is asking question. You need not to give answer, but you just think. So very intellectually the poet has used humorous thinking in this poem. So he says, have you seen a sheet on a river bed or a single hair from a hammer's head? Hammer's head, the top part of the hammer. Hammer means हथौड़ा. जो उसका टॉप होता है, नीचे डंडी लगी होती है, उसका जो टॉप होता है, इट्स कॉल्ड हेड ऑफ हैमर्स. सो द पोएट इज आस्किंग, हैव यू सीन, आपने कभी उसके ऊपर एक सिंगल बाल देखा है? उसके हेड पे, हथौड़े के हेड पे, हैव यू सीन अ सिंगल हेयर फ्रॉम अ हैमर्स हेड? So you just imagine what would be the answer, but no need to give answer. So in this way the poet has beautifully used humorous or humor in this poem. Let's see the next line. Has the foot of mountain any toes? Where we see toes? In our leg. And the mountain foot is called what? Mountains have also foot. The lower part of mountain. The lower part of mountain. Here the poet is asking question. The base of mountain. Have you seen? जो माउंटेन का सबसे नीचे वाला हिस्सा होता है, आपने उसको टोस देखा है? क्योंकि हमारे नीचे हमारे जो पैर में टोस होता है वो तो हमने देखा है, बट हैव यू सीन द फुट ऑफ द माउंटेन्स? एनी टोस? सो ही इज आस्किंग दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन. एंड इज देयर अ पेयर ऑफ गार्डन होस? Garden hose means a big pipe which is used. Garden hose means a big pipe which is used for watering the garden plants or grasses. Or you can say here in margin, the meaning of garden hose has given a flexible tube, a pair of stockings or tights. So two meanings have given for single word, that is hose. So hose is the word, or hose is the thing we use to wear. It comes in a pair. ये क्या होता है? जोड़े में आता है और हम इसको टाइट्स के रूप में पहनते हैं. शॉक्स के जैसा होता है, हम पैरों में पहनते हैं. बट जो गार्डन होस होता है, जो पाइप यूज़ होती है वाटरिंग के लिए, इट इज़ सिंगल. सो द पोएट इज आस्किंग, एंड इज देयर अ पेयर? क्या जो गार्डन होस है वो पेयर में होता है? उसको पेयर में मतलब होस होता है? सो इट्स इम्पॉसिबल. जस्ट ही आस्किंग फॉर मेकिंग फन और फॉर मेकिंग जोक or making the sense of funny in this poem, that garden hose have a pair. Let's see the next line. Does the needle ever wink its eye? Wink मतलब आँख को अप डाउन करना, ठीक है, पलक झपकना. So wink. And a needle is having a eye. So he is asking, does the needle एवर विंग इट्स आई? क्या निडल ने कभी अपनी आँखों को झपका है? वाई डजंट द विंग ऑफ अ बिल्डिंग फ्लाई? स्टूडेंट्स, वी हैव डिफरेंट बिल्डिंग्स विच इज़ रिकॉग्नाइज्ड बाय इट्स नेम, इस अल्फ़ाबेटिकल नेम ABCD. जो बिल्डिंग्स होते हैं वो कभी कभी डिफरेंट नेम से जाने जाते हैं, जैसे ABCD, sometimes jasmine, lotus. But here he is asking, why doesn't the wing? अगर बिल्डिंग के पास विंग्स है, ABCD wing, if the buildings have the wings, then why doesn't the wings of a building fly? तो वो उड़ते क्यों नहीं है? जब बिल्डिंग के पास विंग्स है तो वो उड़ते क्यों नहीं है? Can you tickle the ribs of a parasol? Here parasol is a kind of structure. Parasol is a kind of structures just below the umbrella. You must have seen तिल जैसे बना होता है, तार लगा होता है. And you know the rib cage. ओके, जहाँ पे हमारी किडनी सेफ होती है, जिसके अंदर में रिब को भी पैरासोल जैसे स्ट्रक्चर लगा होता है. और अम्ब्रेला के नीचे, हियर द मीनिंग हैज़ गिवन, अम्ब्रेला नीचे लगा होता है, तो उसको टिकलिंग होता है. क्या टिकलिंग मीन्स होता है? गुदगुदी. सो कैन यू टिकल? आप उसको टिकलिंग कर सकते. कैन यू टिकल द रिब्स ऑफ अ पैरासोल? जैसे हमारे बॉडी में अगर हम रिब पे टिकलिंग करें तो हमको गुदगुदी होगी, टिकलिंग होगी. सो कैन यू इमेजिन दैट अ रिब्स ऑफ अ पैरासोल कैन feel the ticklings of a person, or tickling way, can it feel? So poet is asking this kind of question, but you should not answer, just think and have fun with this poem. Or open the trunk of a tree at all. Trunk, the word see, trunk, very imagery. The poet has used the word for poetic effect in this poem, or make the poem very humorous. Trunk means होता है a box which is used for storage or to keep something, and we have other trunk with trees. So the poet is asking, can you open the trunk of a tree at all, as we use the trunk to keep things inside. We can shut and close, we can open and close this trunk. The way can we open and shut, can we open or close the trunk of a tree at all? So let's see and have answer. Let's see the next line. Are the teeth of a rake ever going to bite? Teeth किसको होता है? Human being को. We have teeth for biting, okay, for chewing. But here rake means what? Rake means an instrument which is used for cleaning garden, grasses, and for cleaning purpose we use generally in garden. So it has teeth. So are the teeth of rake ever going to bite? It's a comb-like structure which is used with a handle to clean the garden grasses and all that, to clean the garden. So it has definitely teeth. But what poet is asking, are the teeth of a rake ever going to bite? Can it bite? If it has teeth, can it bite? So answer is with you. Have the hands of a clock any left or right? Students, we have two hands, which left and right. We can move it to left and right. But what do you think, that the hand of a clock can be moved left or right? No, because it moves in 360s surface. So this kind of question to be asked by poet to enjoy the line or to think over that. So have the hands of the clock and any left or right? So question is in front of you, and just you answer and think over that. Can the garden plot be deep and dark? Plot means होता है actually plain area, but here which gardens have? गार्डन के पास क्या होता है? प्लॉट होता है. ओके, प्लॉट प्लेन जगह होता है. प्लॉट एक प्लॉट होता है, गार्डन प्लॉट बोलते हैं. बट हियर प्लॉट मीन्स व्हाट? अ स्टोरी. प्लॉट मीन्स व्हाट? अ स्टोरी. हम लोग बोलते हैं ना कि ये मूवी का प्लॉट है, ये स्टोरी का प्लॉट है, ये प्ले का प्लॉट है, ये ड्रामा का प्लॉट है. विच हैव सेंस, विच हैव इमोशन, विच हैव सेंटिमेंट, विच हैव इमेजिनरी पावर. ओके, प्लॉट हम जब तैयार करते हैं तो एक स्टोरी तैयार करते हैं. सो हियर द पोएट इज आस्किंग, द गार्डन, कैन द गार्डन प्लॉट बी डीप एंड डार्क? सो अ प्लॉट में क्या होता है? सेंस होता है. अ प्लॉट में सेंटिमेंट होता है. वी यूज फीलिंग्स इन अ प्लॉट. प्लॉट में हम एक डीप एंड डार्क सम सीन क्रिएट करते हैं, बट हियर विद द गार्डन कैन वी क्रिएट दिस काइंड ऑफ सेंस? नो. So here he is asking, can the garden plot be deep and dark? And what is the sound of birds bark? Sound, a bird's bark. Birch is a kind of tree which is given in a margin. So birch or outer surface of birch tree is called bark. Okay. So barking का काम कौन करता? Bark. Who barks? A dog. A dog barks. So what is the sound of the birch barks? So who barks? Dog barks. So can you imagine that a birch barks? So what will be the sound if birch barks? No, it's impossible because birch is a tree and birch can't barks. Who can barks? A dog can barks. So poet is just asking question and you answer it, or you think over that, or enjoy the poem. So anonymous, the name of the poet has not disclosed over here. So students, this way the poet has used the words which have different meaning, which have different sense in this poem, and a poet has very intelligently or beautifully used these words to create a humor manner or humorous sense in this poem. So let's see the poetic device in this poem. Bed, head, toes, hose. So here the rhyming word is bed, head, toes, hose. So the rhyme scheme of this poem is AABB. Okay. So we have figures of speech also in this poem, which is beautifully used by poem. We have firstly question mark of each line ending. So this kind of or this line indicates interrogation figures of speech, and the poet has played very beautifully with the words. So how the poet plays with the word which have several meaning is called pun figure of speech. So each line indicates with the question mark is interrogation, and a word which have different meaning, or how the poet plays with that words is called pun figure of speech. We have also one more figure of speech, or you can say that is personification and alliteration are also there. So let's see the personification. Does the needle, personification figure of speech, does the needle ever wink its eye? विंक कौन कर सकता है? पलक को कौन झपक सकता है अपनी आँखों को? अ ह्यूमन बींग. सो हियर द पोएट हैज़ गिवन इन एनिमेट थिंग एंड इन एनिमेट quality. So the quality of an inanimate things, okay, given to an animate thing means a needle has given the human quality. यहाँ पर एक निडल को जो एक एनिमेट क्वालिटी है, जो एक एनिमेट थिंग है, उसको एक ह्यूमन क्वालिटी दी हुई है. दैट्स वाई दिस इज personification figure of speech. Here one more figure of speech that we can say, or open the trunk of a tree. That you can say that one more figures of speech. Bite, teeth of a rake ever going to bite. So here also teeth has given human being human quality. Okay, rake, teeth of a rake has given the human quality. That's why this is personification. We have one more figure of speech, that is alliteration. Alliteration means where the alphabet repeated more than one time. That's why this is alliteration. So let's have the example of alliteration. So in the line, have you ever seen a sheet? The first line indicates alliteration because here S sound has been repeated twice in this line, and also HH, hammer, and here have and hammers head has been repeated. That's why here H sound indicates the repetition more than two times or more than single times. So this is alliteration. So now we have one more figure of speech, that or open. Here one more example you can see the figures of speech, birth. Okay, birch bark. Here birch bark. So BB sound has been repeated in this line. That's why this is alliteration, because the poet has repeated B alphabet twice in this line. So students, in this way we saw how the poet has used very beautifully the word to present a humorous sense in this poem. And I hope you enjoyed this poem, you understood this poem. If you have any doubt, ask me again. Thank you.